Hi everyone, welcome to my session. In today's session, I'm going to talk about how to build a VDI environment with Hyper-V R2 and System Center Virtual Machine Manager 2008 R2. Let me introduce myself. My name is Lai. I'm from Rig Dynamics. Okay, so if you have any questions after today's sessions, you can send an email to my email address as displayed. And if you want to learn more stuff about Hyper-V and System Center products, you can visit my blog. Okay. Without wasting any more time, in today's sessions, I'm going to go through an introduction of what VDI is all about, follow up with an explanation about the infrastructure that you require in order for you to build VDI. And then I'm going to talk about the guest virtual machines considerations that you need to take notes. And I will end the session by showing you a demo on how to build VDI using remote desktop services, and also I will also show you on how to access VDI by using web access and remote app and desktop connections. Alright, so we begin the sessions by talking about what is VDI. So basically VDI stands for Virtual Desktop Infrastructure. Okay. The concept of VDI is to store and run your desktop workload, okay, which including your Windows client operating system and applications, into a virtual machine which running in the data center. Alright, the user can use pin client or rich client to access to their desktop workload via remote desktop protocol. Remote desktop services is divided into 5 main components. I'm going to start explain about each of the component of remote desktop services by describing about the flow starting from installations until the end. Okay, the first component that you need to install, okay, is RD virtualization host. Okay, RD virtualization host is your Hyper-V machine. Okay, as what you all know, Hyper-V is a hypervisor-based virtualization which provided by Microsoft. Okay, the Hyper-V will consist of your virtual machines. Alright, so on the Hyper-V machines, you need to install RD virtualization host. The second component that you need to install is RD session host. Okay, in remote desktop services, RD session host consists of 2 main components. Okay, the first component is RD session host, which is formerly known as terminal services. Alright, so this is where you're going to host your remote app applications. Okay, the second component is you can install RD session host as redirect mode. Okay, whereby once you have configured redirect modes, you can only use this for VDI, and what it did is it will redirect the sessions to RD virtualization host. The next component is the RD connections broker. Okay, RD connection broker act as a central management. Okay, what it did is it will query the Active Directories to check the user which mapping to the virtual machine, and after it has already queried to Active Directories, it will connect to RD virtualization host to check the status of the virtual machines, and also it also allow you to start the virtual machines. Alright. The fourth component is RD web access. Okay, RD web access provide a web interface. Okay, the user can use the Internet Explorer to access to their desktop workload. Lastly, the last component is the RD gateway. RD gateway is one of the components which you're going to install if you have external user which is going to access to the internal environment. Alright, so what the RD gateway do is it will encapsulate the RDP protocol into HTTPS. Alright, so all you need to do is you need to publish RD gateway by using a port 443. Okay, so the user which connecting from outside, they can access from anywhere by using port 443. Last but not least, in order for you to deploy remote desktop services, alright, you need to have at least one RD licensing server. Okay, by default, you can use RD licensing server for 120 days. Okay, so you can test and play around with it for 120 days. After that, then you need to purchase the license, right? Moving on, we are going to talk about what are the infrastructure that you require in order for you to set up remote desktop services. Initially, when you start to looking into VDI, okay, if you plan to set up VDI using remote desktop services, you need to get a server which at least maybe a dual core inheritance or equivalent. Okay, at least I recommend you minimum is 8 GB of RAM. Okay, the recommended is you need to get at least 16 or 32 GB of RAM. The more is the better. And then for the hard disk configurations, alright, it is recommended that you configure RAID 10 or RAID 1, right? And you can upgrade your hardware according to the number of users that you're going to connect to. Okay, the more users that you're going to connect for your testing environments, then you need to have more RAMs. Alright. In terms of the software, you need to have at least Windows Server 2008 R2 Enterprise Edition. And then for the client side, for the client virtual machines, you need to have Windows 7, or you can also use Windows XP with a Service Pack 3. And then lastly, it's recommended that you add a System Center Virtual Machine Manager to improve your virtual machine management, right? Okay, so that's all about the hardware and software. Now let's look into the components that you require. Okay, what are the infrastructure that you require in order for you to set up VDI for your testing environment. Okay, for the server components, okay, for your environment, you need to have at least one Active Directory. Okay, and then you need to make sure that all your RD server roles and also all your clients virtual machines is joined to a domain. Alright, and then the next requirement is you need to install the remote desktop services roles. Okay, you can only use Windows Server 2008 R2, right? And then for you to secure your infrastructures, VDI infrastructures, you need to deploy digital certificates. Okay, you can, to save cost, you can deploy Microsoft Internal Certificate Authority. Alright, and then if you've got additional budget, you can purchase a third-party certificate. Alright, and then for those of you who thinking about, okay, just now I explained about the 5 main components of remote desktop services. You may think that, wow, there's a lot of servers and a lot of roles that you need to install. So how about if I want to use virtualization? Yes, good news, right? Microsoft has released a support policy that's saying that now you can virtualize remote desktop roles, right, except RD virtualization host. Okay, RD virtualization host is the Hyper-V machines, which can only run in physical machines and it cannot run in virtual machines, right?